Hello and welcome back again to Farming with LoSt. So today we're actually going to be planting the corn. So here's these small ones here are the ones I'm going to be planting. These ones are the squash. Fun fact, they kind of look like pumpkin seeds, little seed things actually. And here's the corn that we're going to be planting. This one is really starting to grow here. So these three we're going to plant in the ground. I'm gonna bring this out today after I've fill this watering can up again. And we might also there might be a cooking video made today as well, where we make evergreens. It's well, not beer. We're gonna be boiling some shoots. I can probably show if we have any. Yeah. Well, I'll show you. We're gonna basically be making a pretty sweet drink, I think it is, if I'm not wrong, made out of the fir, I don't remember how you call it in English right now. I'll bring you along and we'll have a peek. So I'm also gonna get a bag to pick some. Let's go. So yeah, it's quite warm out today, which will be nice, hopefully, because the corn likes the heat, of course, at least when the ones that are planted in the ground. So we'll see. We're also going to use some bukache, I think it's called. That is like very nutritious for the plants. So we're going to be basically digging little holes. I'll probably use my hand. I'll see how I'll do this while recording. But I'll dig some holes, pour some of the bukache on and some water. And then we'll plant them in. And yeah, hopefully they'll grow quite well. I'm a little bit worried that a moose or something might come and eat them, you know. It could be a thing that happens. We'll see. So here's the route in again. I'll see if we can. We'll go this way because here it's easier to walk. Here we go. So it's, these trees. Fir, I think it is. It's a gran in Swedish. So, but we're gonna be taking some of these little ones. You can probably see how they're a lot brighter, the tips, because they're new, right? So they're a lot tastier if you boil them down. So you boil them and you make, well, you used to make beer out of them, I'm pretty sure. Back during like the 1800s in America, there's this very good YouTube channel called Townsend's. I don't remember exactly. That I remember seeing a video of very long ago now, a couple of years ago, probably 4 maybe, where they made, he talked about how it used to be like the standard field ration, so because you could get it anywhere, right? Because those trees are everywhere. So it's quite interesting. So that'll be quite fun. I've done it once before. You're not supposed to pick too many off the same tree, of course, because that's going to be how the tree grows. So if you pick them all off one tree, it's, you're really harming the tree that way. So we're gonna be picking a couple from different trees, of course, to make sure that they do good. Maybe next year, during spring, I'll drill some holes in some birch trees so we can get some birch sap. And you can boil that down into like a syrup, which is also really good. I've done once. But you have to boil so much that it's hard to do indoors is the problem. Last time I did it indoors, the ventilation system, like the filter and that, got so filled with water that it started fucking raining from above. And that was basically, started raining down like a mixture of grease and shit. So, not the best. But, so yeah. I'm going to be planting these now. So, I'm going to cut it here and I'll see you on the field. Welcome back. So here we go. I planted them before actually without showing, just to make sure that, because it was easier to. So we have 3 seeds here planted. And we have these here. There should be a little bit further distance in between them, generally speaking. So this is not, you know, the most optimal. It's supposed to be about 40 centimeters, and this is maybe, you know, 2. But from my understanding, the reason why you normally want to have them a bit further apart, of course, is in general because if you have multiple rows, they'll very easily cover each other. But here when there's one row, they should be able to be a little bit closer together. Might have been able to put them a little bit further spaced out, but again, it's all a trial. I've already poured on the bucache, so we'll water now. You know, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm hoping it'll be good, but again, we don't know until we know, do we? Ooh, there, look at that. That's a chunky little boy. Also saw some ants eating this worm here. There's a little caterpillar, I think. So yeah, nature taking its course. And we'll also water these, of course. We'll have a look at another one of those real quick. If this is anyone's first video watching, which I don't think it is, barely anyone watches this at all. But if it is, then we are farming potatoes. We're not farming potatoes. What the fuck am I on? I always thought about writing like a small script for these videos, because the reason I'm having issues sometimes coming up with what the fuck to say is because I'm Swedish, right? So when I try and talk, some words get mixed up in my head, right, with this, because, well, you know, all the farming I've ever done and so on has been in Swedish, not in English, so I'm not used to the, you know, we have carrots, and we have radishes, that's what it is, and then over here we have corn, sweet corn, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, and then around here somewhere, probably where this little shrubbery is here, we're gonna dig like maybe one hole here, one hole around here, and maybe one like here, a smaller hole, and plant the squash, because it'll grow outwards, so it only needs like a small hole to dig into, and then the leaves and that can be on the surface. That should be okay, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully, you know, this we'll expand this next year. Hopefully, these are kind of in the shade more than I thought, because, well, the fucking trees are in the way, which, I mean, it's not that surprising, but again, they should be fine. But we can only wait and see. Corn does like its sun after all, so we'll hope. You can see where I put a bit too many seeds at once, but in general they're pretty good spaced out. So a bit lacking there. So last time I checked one was like 4 days ago, and then they barely had a bulb at all. They're not beets, but they're yeah, well, they're radishes. So we'll have a peek. We'll take that one, and we'll see. Don't want to just pull it apart. I want to make sure I get it out. Let's wash it off in a watering can and have a little peek. Kind of the same size as last time. So they probably don't have to taste it. So this one is about the same. So they haven't grown down much since last time. I guess from on. That's probably gonna attract all the piggies. So yeah, we'll just put these under here. So maybe I'll use them next time. So yeah, that's about it for today. I said last video, but I'm gonna dig this out eventually, probably next year. And I'll see what we do. We probably expand them a little bit as well. Maybe dig them a little bit deeper because I want to try and plant potatoes. So I'll probably get 2 more of these, like the same size over here, and then combine. So it'll probably be out there on here. And at that point, it'll be, you know, maybe I'll have a walkway in the middle or something. I'll probably lay rocks in the middle to divide them and walk on them. Yeah, so they can grow under here because there's rocks in the middle, right? Still, so it'll probably be easier for potatoes and stuff to grow if I do that. But that's about it. I guess I can show you on a younger tree these little things, and these are a lot more obvious from, I don't think these are actually this year's. No, they're not. You can see here they haven't really sprouted yet. You can see there. But you can definitely see on these one, this is the last year. This green one here, and this is the year before that. So you can definitely see how they grow on these trees. Unless these just really sprouted early, which they might have. No, I don't think, because they're still there. So yeah, this tree over here I think has some pretty nice ones I can show. You can also eat them as they are. They're kind of tasty, not always. No, these ones also aren't really. I think it's because in here it's a bit more closed, so they don't get as much sun, so they don't sprout as early. There's also more trees, so each tree gets less nutrients, of course. So we'll see. Or maybe they've already sprouted, but I don't believe so. Because if you look on the other ones, that's not quite the case. Still haven't tried digging for clay. I mean, this video is basically over, so we might as well try, why not? In case anyone is still here this far. Just to see how, right now it's quite dry, so it's probably not that mushy still. I think I got an ant in my shoe maybe. Oh, that's great. Well, I'll probably get a shovel out and try. I mean, I did get it quite deep in quite easily, so I'm assuming the ground there is quite soft, and there might be clay. But there's only one way to find out. So yeah, here they are, you can see. So you can eat these. I have a little bug on me. They're quite good. They have a different kind of flavor to them though. You know, and the old ones are a lot more bitter, so that's why you want these ones, because these ones are actually tastier for when you're brewing. Because you have to make ale on them, I think it is. So yeah. So I'm gonna be running around picking these now, and then I'll make a cooking video. So thank you for watching. I'll see you. I'm trying to think when it'll be a new video. Maybe when the carrots will start showing up, I might make another video. And I'll show that. Because other than that, it's just watering, so there's not, you know, that much to show. But yeah. If you have any idea, any tips or any tricks or anything you'd like me to try and plant next year maybe, then I'd happily read it and try. So yeah, I'll see you. And remember to like the video to bring some traction to this bullshit. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.